Let me show y'all how it's done.
Let's get into the Lash pros. He has a crazy spirit burst. He will nuke anybody down with 2 abilities. He has a game-changing ultimate. He can turn the tides of a losing fight pretty quickly and make it a winning fight. And his mobility is insane, especially when you add some items like Warp Stone or Majestic Leap or Stamina Mastery. Lash cons. There isn't any cons. Lash is the best. Jokes aside, Lash cons. He's squishy, but if the enemy team buys counterspell, there's not a lot you're going to be able to do if they're very good at using their counterspell against you. Lash's main form of damage, Ground Strike. The higher you are, the harder it hits. Grapple. This is going to be your getaway tool or your initiation tool depending on the situation. This allows you to latch on to enemies, allies, or minions in the lane, and will let you rappel up into the sky above your enemies. Flog. Another way Lash damages his opponents is by whipping them and gaining health back for a certain amount of damage. Death Slam, Lash's ultimate. This allows you to pick up any number of opponents as long as you're within the line of sight, within his circle. You can pick them up and throw them all into your teammates and causing a massive change in a team fight. Also, great initiation tool. Lash build, I just used Deathy's full spirit build. Super solid builds. Definitely gonna have to get unstop in higher ranks. A lot of guys at higher ranks will get knocked down or something to disrupt the ult, because your ult will change the tide of a fight. But a lot of mobility in the build. Headhunter is an amazing item for Lash. A lot of extra bonus damage there, and you can kind of play around with how you want to play Lash with this build. I think it's a good just left to right build that you don't really have to think about. Alright, when it comes to laning with Lash, still want to be pretty aggressive. Your Flog is a very good harassing tool. Just Flog, shoot him, Flog, shoot him. And then once you have the opportunity, try to find a slam in between all that. But as you see in lane, I'll try to spam my Flog and shoot the enemy as much as I can. With a Billy and Dynamo in lane, this is actually not a fun matchup for Dynamo and I. They had a lot of good poke and lane aggression and shove on us, so it was pretty difficult for us to actually keep that lane out. And as you'll see, I'll be constantly poking at the Billy and Dynamo here. Yeah, my Dynamo's taking a lot of damage. Clear wave of my slam here. I'll come up from the roof and try to slam down on the minion wave here, just so I can clear out that minion wave and then get a little bit of damage on the Billy as well. Deadlock does land a really nice hook here, but luckily I managed to barely escape because of the heal minion here, and the Dynamo does save me a whole bunch in this Lanning Phase. Alright.
All good.
Ow. I need to buy healing right. I am in trouble. Oh, wow. What a hook. What a save. You're the best, Dynamo. Also, buy healing right if you're low. A lot of people refuse to buy healing right in lane when they're low. I don't know why, but they do. They prefer to just get more damage on them, but you can't really damage them if you are constantly low, and they can just one-tap you if you do go in on them. So healing right is a god tier item. Please get it. It'll save you and your teammate. Here, I kind of get just boxes here. I think I do get my ult here soon, and the Billy does get aggressive here on the Dynamo, so we basically have a little bit of a trade here, as you'll see in a second. Stay away from my Dynamo. Fortunately, my Dynamo got hooked there, and they tried to capitalize on that. But I managed to kill the Billy because the Billy was lower than the Dynamo, or lower than the Bebop. Nice timing, Dynamo. Got him! My ult came up. Perfect timing there. Oh, we denied each other. That's funny. After that, I took the camp here, and here I actually do have ult now. They underestimate the Lash ult here. and they just shove in casually, and they get heavily punished by the Dynamo and the Lash ult, and we capitalize on that hard shove they were giving us and kill them both here. They don't respect it. Perfect, Dynamo. No. When you're laning, you gotta make sure you know who you're up against, right? If you're gonna go against a Lash and Dynamo, you definitely don't want to be shoving in the wave that hard, especially when both of their ults up, or end up like Billy and Bebop there. Now, after getting that kill, I go to the bitch buff here, collect the bitch buff, and I'm trying to look and try to stay active on the map right now. I know Haze and Wraith here are being pretty aggressive in mid lane, so I come over and try to gank this, but the gank does fail. This Wraith does a good job at ulting me first and saving the Wraith Haze there. Oh my god, really? But this does help the Apollo get some pressure off this lane here. That way he can push this lane back out, and this allows me to go back to yellow and help my Dynamo that has his wave shoved in right now by the Bebop, and the Bebop's kind of being careless and just, you know, not expecting me to come back into the lane to help the Dynamo. See me kill the Bebop? I'm coming for the Bebop. Dynamo. Nice.
Lash is living up to his reputation.
That was a perfect little gank. Bebo got a little too overzealous. Overextended. We'll take that kill.
About to learn that their arms are too short to box with God.
Looks like I was holding this lane for a little bit, probably like 2 waves, 3 waves, but I didn't really want to just stay on lane the whole time since I'm Lash. I want to be up and about, roaming around. So as the guys come over, he tells me that Billy's on her, so I come over and obviously help her immediately before going back to base. Even though I do have money to spend, fine. We do jump this Billy and we get the kill for it. I'm coming. He's on the run. Oh wow. That guy just parries. There we go. Now here is probably a good example on my decision making in general. All the waves are pretty much kind of halfway. The only wave that is not shoved in is the Geist wave. And I'm not really going to the Geist here to, you know, just take the farm. I'm just box running here. I'm just staying near her, just in case she does get jumped or anything by the 2 on lane. And for this example, obviously they jump her, so I come immediately over, and I completely whiff my ult here. I get a little bit too much momentum here and overshoot the Billy. So that's okay. Guy does barely manage to scrape by here with like 0 health. Luckily, I hit this heal creep just to get her healthy, so she doesn't die immediately. And also give her my healing right. Once again, healing right is a god tier item. Please buy it if needed. If you're dominating lane, you probably don't need to buy healing right. But yeah, my guy sticks around here, so I decide to just hop on in, keep the pressure on this Bebop and Billy. Since I'm allowed to do that as a Lash, I can kind of go in and just deal a bunch of damage and hop right back out. And the routine with Lash: go in, deal a bunch of damage, go out, wait for your cooldown, shoot him a little bit, go in, go out. You know, rinse and repeat until you get a kill. We do get the kill on the Billy here, and I get the kill on the Bebop. So all worked out. Dice does die, but that's okay. We did get tower for it. Actually here, I probably just couldn't gotten tired by staying and shooting a little bit more, but I didn't know who else was with the Rem if they were rotating, since that was a pretty long fight we had. So I didn't really risk it. Actually, let's get crazier with the movement here, and then we'll go straight up Headhunter first here, just for a little more extra damage and health. We get back. Rem probably will steal that Sinners. Rem tried to steal the tower, the Sinners here, but I don't let her. I just punch it anyways, just to keep, not to let him have the buffs, and I can just take the money out of it. Nope, mine. As long as the enemy doesn't get it. I'll keep shattering the guys, make sure she gets nice and fed here. Ooh, 3 has green. But she needs help too.
Our
That's
green
alright.
guardian has been destroyed.
Alright, are you okay, guys? And then once again, Billy decides to try to shove this wave in, thinking guys is alone, I guess. Billy really wanted to stay in this lane and try to kill the guys for some reason. Runs pretty low. Yeah, same thing. I'm just gonna find the squishiest target and slam him as much as I can. But here we killed both Billy and Ren here. Thanks for the guy's help. And we also get tower. Nice. Nice haul up, guys. Thank you. The counter spell's not enough, Billy! And for some reason, this Calico decided to bring Earn while 2 of their teammates just died, and basically gave us Earn for free. Calico didn't see, I guess, our ults were up as well, and Dynamo was in the back here sneaking around, helping us with the Earn as well. And he kind of just positioned himself perfectly right by my slam. We get this crazy ult. Nice! Dynamo, you're the best! You're the absolute best! But yeah, I think those were probably really good examples of how to play Lash and kind of the mentality you should have playing Lash. Very mobile, very aggressive kind of play style, always roaming around the map and shadowing the M1, making sure they're staying safe and not, you know, just feeding down the lane and getting jumped by 2 people constantly. And also trying to communicate with your teammates what you're doing most of the time as well. Letting them know if you're leaving lane or you are trying to look for a kill on that lane. Don't assume people will know what you're doing, and execute that plan that you have in your head. Alright, that's gonna be the end of the video. Let me know in the comments who you want me to do a guide on next. I'll also be posting the gameplay to this video, probably the next day or the day after. That game was a pretty good Lash game. I think I went 20-4 or something. I can't remember, not the top of my head, but I'll post that so you guys can see how crazy that game was. That was a pretty crazy game. And a lot of fun that game as a Lash. Well, that's about it. If you guys liked the video, go ahead, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!